Welcome back to the Triple Threat Challenge in Wola Zabierzowska. How's everyone doing today? Well, the guys and I have been really busy. Let me show you the map here. So, last couple days we've been harvesting our butts off. We have everything harvested except field 57 and field 171. We got to finish doing those harvests. And we have some straw to pick up all over. I've finished all the flax straw on all the flax fields, and I have still got some other straw on different parts. Looks like this guy's just about wrapped up here. We're going to move him to the next field. Run him over here. Oh, I've been having a worker run around and mulch these fields behind us. Just to keep it all behind and mulch. We still got to plow. We've got a lot to do. To be honest with you, I'm tired of harvesting, so I'm doing other things to kind of break it up a little bit. So here's our next field. We're going to have him start mulching it, and we will jump. As you can see, I got the harvester ready for the rye. Oh, yes, this is something I wanted to do. So if we go into the used market, we have this Colossus root harvester right here, and it's 27% off. So I believe we have enough money to purchase it. I think I want to go ahead and do that because we have a sugar beet field that's going to be ready, and why not? So we are going to customize it up a little bit. What kind of capacities do we want? 250,000. Yeah, it's almost too much. Let's go with 250 just because what the heck, why not? Put some Michelin tires on it. We're going to do our main color as purple. And our design color will be white. No, that's frostbite. White. There we go. And our interior color, we're going to do white as well. Actually, let's do a purple for the, there we go. That's kind of cool. Grid color will be white. And the belt color, jet black. And we'll do the inner rims as the chrome purple and the outer rims as the white. And of course we're going to put Hero Farms on our plate. So we've been really busy doing the harvesting. We're got quite a bit left to go. So 259,000, we are going to be broke again. I do have enough money. What are you talking about? Okay, so maybe we won't buy that. I love it when it does that. Let's try again. One more time. Let's just try buying it, just to see if we can color it later. Okay, it's not going to allow us to buy it. The last time it did that, I had to stop the game and come back in, so I don't know what's going on with it, but it is what it is. We will not worry about it. I do want to start. I forgot to turn this on, but I want to turn on the electric for selling. And we have 648,000 liters of electric charge. So when we tick the next hour, we'll get some money back into the account. So again, I'm trying to refrain from doing a little harvesting as I've about harvested out. I know we still got those two fields, but I'm just trying to do some other things to, you know, not burn myself out on the harvesting. There is a lot of fields to harvest, and we've been at it for a little while. So let's go pick up the remaining straw on our sorghum field, and we will fill this. Our worker has completed their task, which means he's ready to move to the next field. So that's great. Let's not hit that truck head on. Let's get up here to our sorghum field, and we will start picking it. Get ready to start picking it up, and we'll move that worker to the next field. Have him start mulching on the next one. So how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing good. It's been a while since I've recorded anything, so getting back into the groove is going to be tough. He's on that field. Let's jump to this guy. We'll get him fired up, and we'll take a look at the map again. Why are we're out of straw? Okay, I see. So we'll deactivate that. Anyway, we have got, I believe 152 will be our next field we need to get up to. And possibility that there's straw on this field as well, so we may not be able to mulch it just yet. But we shall see. I know Indy was picking up some straw. He did not make it there yet. Yesterday or last night when I was harvesting, he ran and picked up some straw. He did not get it. Looks like he got some of it, but probably got full. So we'll jump on over here to 149. I know it's ready, so we will get him started on 149. We'll tab over to our straw pickup, and we'll drop it down, turn it on. We'll get the rest of this straw picked up. I've got about half of this field done. Not quite half, probably. Alright. Since this is a non-turning thing, I'm going to start all over again. We'll get clicked on our GPS and get going. So I've had a few comments about the turning this from a triple threat challenge into a own the map challenge, and so far it looks like the ones that have commented are okay with us doing a own the map challenge out of this, and go ahead and continue making videos after we are done and have conquered the triple threat part of the challenge. Now we are really close to beating this challenge. As you know, we have our loan is defeated. That threat has been annihilated. We own all the fields that we need to own, and we are, let's look at the map again. We are, I believe, 3 short of making our field threats taken care of. We have field 71 that we still have to do rye in, and we have 103 over here. I know it takes flax, and I was thinking there was one more. There may be 2, not 3. I'm not real sure. As we did our flax, we did our rye, we did our mustard, we did our flax, we did our rye, we did our rye, we did our mustard, our rye, our flax. Yeah, we may only be 2 away. So this next season of us planting and getting our flax in this field and our rye in this one, 71, and we will have conquered the threat of the fields. And if we take a look at our animals, Well, let's jump to the animal pens. You'll have to excuse me for a second. Let's go back in here. We jump down to our chicken pen. If you could see below, it says 700, so we have our 250 head of chickens. And if we run up here, we jump to our cow pen. And if we go in to the animal dialogue, you'll see we have 181 of 1,013. So we are very close to our 250 head there. About 70 head away, so it won't take too much longer. By the time we get the fields done, I look for the cattle to be at the 250 mark. And if we run down here to our pigs, you will see that we are 348. So we are past our 250 head for our pigs. So we are 2 of our 3 animals are done with the triple threat part, and we have 2 fields left on the triple threat part, and of course our loan is paid. So we are very, very close to having our loan threat and our triple threat challenge completed at this time. So I wanted to get in the tractor and not visit the field. So we'll take off here again and we'll continue picking up some of this straw. Haven't done any contracts for the month of August yet, so we'll take a look at them as well, just to give us a little bit of break. I do want to start a field harvest with you guys on camera, but we'll most likely do some jump cutting or time lapsing or something to get quite a bit of it taken care of. We can take a look at our time-saving stock check. We got flax oil, put it all in there. We only got like 60,000 liters of flax, but our rye, we've got 267,000 liters of it. And our mustard is all in there. I don't recall. Hey, quit running in everybody else's field. I don't recall exactly how much mustard we got off the fields. Brian did most of the mustard harvest, so he would know more about how much mustard we've had received. But if we go back into here and we look in mustard processing, 55,000, and I think there's 6 or 8 pallets of mustard jars. Yeah, 7,000 pallets of mustard jars. So 67,000, something like that. I'm not sure what the conversion rate is for the mustard to the mustard jar. So I'm guessing somewhere in the 60 to 65 range on the mustard, on how much mustard that we had got off of our fields. The rye, the 267 you see is in a silo. We do have the flour mill has been filled once. It is down a little bit away from, I think it holds 120, and it is down to 60 maybe, something like that. Where is it at? Flour mill? Grain mill is what you're looking for. Is it on there? Grain mill. Yeah, we're down to 61,000. It has been filled up once, so we got quite a bit of rye off of those fields, so that was good. All right, so our worker has completed their task again. So we need to run down there, pick up the rest of the straw that's on that field next to where we started him, so he can get started on that field. I believe we're about done picking up straw on what we have done. I'm not 100% positive on that, but I believe we're about done on that. So I will see you guys when we get him started on that next field. Welcome back, and we'll get him started right here on this field, and we'll jump up, and no time like the present. So, wrong vehicle, jump over into the Kloss Dominator, get it down, and we'll get started going somewhere. Get locked on our GPS and get going with some rows here. This rye will fill us up pretty quick, so I want to leave the pipe to the outside to where we can get picked up with it, or get to where we're not doing such a long row. So we'll just continue and get some harvesting done. We'll get these last two fields done and get them prepped. Next month we get to start planting, so that's going to be a whole nother thing. We've got quite a bit of prep work to do to get what fields we need to get ready. Also, we will have, believe that, let's go to our growth calendar. Our sugar beets won't be ready next month, but getting closer. So we'll have a little bit more harvesting to do before that one's ready, which that's fine. That's a flax field, so we don't have to have it prepped until next year, next spring, when flax is ready to harvest. So we are at 64, 65. We're about full. Go ahead and get some more started here. We're going to be right at that pole. Stop anytime now, thank you. So we will get into our trailer here, get it harvester unloaded, and continue on with the harvest. So we've got our straw pickup wagon at the bottom of this field. So we've got it staged and ready. It's not quite I didn't empty it out, I should say. I put it on the field, or put it next to the field, and figured we'd fill it up before we took it all the way to the farm, being that we was right down the road. So again, this Dominator unloads slow, so we'll have to give it time to unload. And I think we can probably throw ourselves in a time lapse and get some of this field done. And it's going to be a little bit of a long one if we do all of the field in time lapse, but we'll throw in some of it and we'll see what happens. Welcome back, everyone. I kind of goofed that all up, didn't I? Okay, so get our tractor up there and get that harvester unloaded. I wasn't paying attention. I went to go off GPS lines and they weren't making another headland, so I just totally didn't watch what I was doing there. I knew I was getting close to full. That's why I didn't take the GPS headline the way it went, because the pipe would have been in. So, oopsies. That's all right. We're getting plenty of rye off this field to make up for that little bit that I just ruined. It will be fine. Kind of like to get over to the up and down part where I can make a section this field off to where we can start doing ups and downs without worrying about the pipe being in. So I moved our worker over and had him start mulching the other fields that needed mulched during the time lapse. Also delivered the first load of rye to the grain mill. First load meaning first load of this off of this field. Again, we've already done more. We'll get over here. There's our first up and downs. See if we can. We'll go ahead and make a total all the way down this field. Quit spitting straw out, thank you. There's our first line. We'll get on it. Cut this field into sections. Once we get into sections, it'll be a lot easier to do the ups and downs without overloading the harvester. That is the plan. Whether that works that way or not is totally different than if it actually will, but that is our plan. So we are getting real close to our hour, so we will have to pay attention to our money and how much that electric charge is going to pay us when it goes up. We are at 294.024 right now, so we will see where we're at here in just a minute. Trying to watch that and watch the harvester not overfill. Oh, stop. Put our pipe out. Run over and get our tractor. I've turned the time down to 1, of course. We've had so much harvesting to do and so much work to do. I just ×3 speed was just burning through the day. So we've turned it down and we've kind of left it on that because we knew we had harvesting to do yet again today. So just kind of being transparent. We turned it down because it's just way too much harvesting to do. So, alrighty, we're up to 505,364. So we about $200,000 in electric charge, so that was good. Let's go back into our biogas plant. We will turn this to storing, deactivate the selling part of it, And I wonder, now that we've hit that 505 mark, if we would be able to purchase this. Well, just in case it don't work, I'm not going to color. I will color it if it lets us buy it. Okay, it let us buy it. That's good. We like that. So we're down to 172 now. So 333 for new vehicles. So that's all right. Now we've got a root crop harvester that we can work on. So that's a good thing. And we'll get going back on our harvest again. Try some more. I'm glad it let us purchase that root crop harvester. We'll go into our vehicles here in just a second. And we're going to sell that manual root crop harvester because we're not going to need it anymore. Of course, we'll still need a header for that Colossus harvester. So we'll need to get that. Looks like our worker has finished with our sorghum field. Get down here, we'll turn around. Quite a bit of work to do yet. Like I said, we still have 171 that we have to harvest and pick up the straw. And we still have to plow all those fields and lime them and get them ready for the next planting. So there is quite a bit of work to do. To get prepped for the next planting season. I don't believe we're going to have too much issue with money because we've gotten all the milk that we can sell, all of our products that need to be sold. And with all these harvests, we'll be having that much more products that we can get sold. So money shouldn't be an issue. So we should be able to start upgrading some equipment, aka this low ash tractor right here. We should be able to do that within the incoming months. Possibly get a bigger planter, seeder, whichever one you want to call it. That will be on the agenda as well. And again, we can buy more fields. To be transparent, if we go to the map, I did purchase 2 fields. We got 41 and 35. 35 had oats in it and was ready to harvest, and 41 had rye in it and was ready to harvest. And I just figured it was right in our general vicinity of our farm, so why not go ahead and harvest? So that's what we did. Went ahead and bought it, and we went ahead and harvested it because why not? Again, if we turn this into an own the map challenge, that's just another 2 of the fields that we don't have to purchase when we go to start doing that. And I'd like to up our flax and our mustard output. So in order to do that, we are going to have to expand on our mustard and flax fields. Rather, that's plowing some fields together that do our flax and mustard and making them bigger. I believe we're doing good on the rye, I'll be honest with you. But I would like to definitely plow in some things and get the flax fields and the mustard fields expanded. Also, if when we turn it into Own the Map Challenge, we plan on doing sections of all the different crops on the crop calendar. So whether it's lentils or triticale, we'll have a section for that style and of crop, a section for it that'll be filled in. We're going to do it again. Can't make our next lap, so we're just going to back up right here, throw out our pipe, scoot over and see if we can't unload into that trailer before we get caught up. And that trailer is going to be full again and need to go to the grain mill. Again, it's another reason to have an upgraded tractor. We could be able to move a little faster, something that drove a little faster than that 24-mile-an-hour Dukes. It's a good tractor, don't get me wrong, but again, something speedier would not hurt one bit. Get lined up here. Get going on this next row. I don't believe that we are going to have time to finish this field on camera. So I was kind of hoping we would, but I don't think that's going to happen. We are going to throw in another jump cut and get some more of this field done, and I will be back with you very shortly. Welcome back, everyone. So Brian has jumped in the server and he started carting for us and picking up some straw. So we've made a pretty good dent in this. This is the last section that needs done. And we are going to get it wrapped up here shortly, and then we'll have one more field left. I do have a worker. I have switched from the mulcher to the plow, and I've been running him around and plowing on the separate fields that needed plowed. Oh, excuse me. And I believe Brian ran down to get him switched to the next field. I'm not positive, but a little non-productive doing circles like that, but just trying to get next lined up GPS without having to do all them little short rows. So made a pretty good dent in this field. We got one more field to do, 171 I believe, and our harvest will be done except for the sugar beets on 103 for this year. So that's good. But we still have loads of work to do, as we got to plant and prep the fields to get ready for planting yet, and lime, all the good things. And then of course rolling. So Brian has told me that the grain mill is full. It won't take any more. So we're having to put all the rest of this rye into the silo at the farm, and we'll have to let that grain mill chew through some of that, make some flour, so that we can have room to put some more rye in there. It is amazing that we have this one rye field filled that well, I won't say filled it, but pretty much filled that grain mill, and we have what, 15 other fields of rye that we do. Granted, they're not, well, maybe not 15, maybe 12. I don't know. It's quite a bit of fields of rye that we do. And this one field will fill the grain mill with rye. Um, or if not fill it, it becomes really close. Remember, it had 60,000 liters in it when we started on this field. But again, we've put a trailer load of grain in the silo at the farm because it won't fit in the grain mill. So that's 28. Damn it. That's 28,000. And even more right there that would fit. I do that all the time. I wish I'd stop doing that. You know, Deep South Gaming has told me that I should add the mod to stop the harvester when it's full. And he's right. I should. I really should, because I destroy more crop than it's worth of not having it. But what would we do without that content of me hitting all the crops and tearing them up? And what would we laugh at then? You guys would have no comic relief of laughing at me about the way I do things and run fields over and all those kind of things. So let's take a look at the map. Let's see. Yeah, Brian is down here. Looks like he took over for the plowing, and his plowing, he didn't have the worker plowing. It looks like he took over and was plowing itself. So in his defense, he was carting for us with the little dutes and emptying, and my harvester was full, so I grabbed the straw pickup wagon and started picking up the straw because I was just sitting there. So when he got back, he hopped to the plow and started plowing, I guess, which is fine. Again, all jobs, it's got to be done, so it's good to have the help jump in and start picking up. So Brian pretty much did 90% of the harvesting. He'd come in, he did all the mustard fields the first day it was available, and then I started the rye, but it was late in the evening at work, and then after work, I should say, and he come on later that evening after I'd got off and pretty much finished the rye fields. And any field that we've looked at today that has been limed and plowed, it is because Brian plowed it and limed it after he finished harvesting the rye. So he's been Superman as far as getting things done. Again, this triple threat challenge, there's no way I could be as far along as I am in this challenge or handle doing all of the work with the fields without these guys' help. Granted, we wouldn't have took on 3 animals or 3 crops or that kind of thing, and it would have been a little bit easier to get along with. But just say that I had rye and I was by myself, this field alone, and you've seen all the rye fields that we have. I did it again. I'm fired. I'm absolutely fired. Just get out of the harvester. Just get out of it. You're fired. Go home. Try again tomorrow. That is ridiculous. As I was saying, without these guys, we wouldn't have any crop in the silo because Bill would run over every bit of it. And these guys are what's keeping the productions going because, again, Bill would run over everything. So, and tear it all up and whatnot. I can't believe I did that again. Like 5 seconds later than I just did it before. Uh, well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and leave the episode here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support, and we will catch you in the next episode. Hi, I'm Gasoline Billy. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.